This is a presentation of Welcome Molalla, where we bring you fun and informative videos from within our community. Molalla welcomes Ben Whitted and Jaymead Morehead from Fountain Valley Dental here in Molalla to discuss diet and wellness.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ben Whitted.
And I'm Jaymead Morehead.
And we represent Fountain Valley Dental. And we just want to thank Doctors Daniel and Lindsay Floyd for inviting us to be a part of their series on wellness. Today, we're going to be talking about diet. One thing that we know is that good diet supports lifelong health. Unfortunately, good diet isn't present as much as we would like it to be in this country. And although the recent decades have given rise to healthier diets, we still suffer from chronic illness.
These preventable chronic diseases that affect over half the U.S. population include things like cardiac disease, high blood pressure, obesity in 2/3 of adults and 1/3 of children, breast and colon cancer, type 2 diabetes, and poor bone health or osteoporosis.
One thing we do know is that a good diet supports good lifelong health. And one of the resources that I found in studying a healthy diet is the dietaryguidelines.gov. Now, this organization takes a pretty in-depth look at research that comes to light through each 5-year period. The publication identifies some of the major diseases that are preventable and that Americans suffer from as a result of diet and poor diet choices. The research has identified 5 elements of a healthy diet. Number 1, follow a healthy eating pattern across the entire span of your life so that the choices you make for your diet become habits and those habits become a lifestyle decision. These are the examples of the foods that we like to promote.
These healthy eating patterns include fruits, vegetables, proteins, grains, dairy, and healthy oils. We want to avoid or limit the amount of processed sugars, large amounts of sodium or salt, and the saturated or trans fats.
The second element is to focus on variety, nutrition, density, and the amount. The variety should be broad, the nutrition density should be high, and the amount should be appropriate for your individual calorie needs. Each person varies based on their level of activity.
Including things like lettuce and celery that are high in fiber and nutrients, whole grain breads, fat-free milks, high-protein nuts and chicken or fish, apples or grapes that have a lot of nutrients and not just sugars, and oils like avocado or mayo.
The third principle in the publication's guide for a healthy diet involves limiting the intake of those foods that we know to be damaging. Things like saturated and trans fats, simple sugars, and high salt intake.
The fourth principle is making a shift from foods that we might normally substitute that are heavy in those processed sugars and sodium, and making it a healthier choice by adding things like vegetables and lower concentrated fats, like the healthy avocados, the lighter meats instead of a heavy red meat diet, switching to more of fish and chicken. The fifth element that the Healthy Guidelines has chosen to focus on is our sharing these new things as we try them and enjoy them, not only with our family, but with our friends, neighbors, and community. We have a lot of options to do that now with social media, either Pinterest or Facebook. So you can knock on your neighbor's door and share some, maybe not right now, but in the future. And the ability to go ahead and share those with our community will have a larger impact in making healthier choices, not just at home, but for everyone we care about. The 5 elements that we want to make sure that we're including in each of our meals are our healthy grains and proteins, our dairy, and our fruits and vegetables. So, how do we do it? So I'm going to share a few meal options that my children and I enjoy at home. We've chosen to take some things and make them a little bit healthier. Something as simple as oatmeal and choosing to add fresh fruits like fresh peaches or bananas or strawberries. They add extra nutrients as well as a little bit of natural sweetness without adding any extra processed sugars or fats. Something for lunch that my kids really enjoy making are English muffin pizzas. Those are really simple at home, especially with little ones. You can just open a muffin up and top it with all of your favorite toppings and bake. They feel like they've gotten to help out in the kitchen and learn a little bit as well. An easy evening meal that my kids have really enjoyed as they're from Hawaii is making a little bit of kalua pork and cabbage. Super simple. You just slice up a cabbage, toss it in a pan with about 3/4 cup of water, a dash of liquid smoke, and toss in the shredded pork. Let it cook till tender. You can always serve it over rice. There are a lot of options when it comes to rice as far as using different mixed kinds, pink, black, brown, white. An option for a snack that my children have really enjoyed that are pretty simple when they're working on those home schooling projects that you have to take care of now are something like frogs on a log. You can slice up some celery, put a little bit of peanut butter, and top it with some raisins. This gives them a little bit of an energy boost to keep up with their studies. You can always choose to do some sort of healthy dessert. We have some information on some no-bake peanut butter cookies that are attached to the slides here. Just a little bit of peanut butter, cocoa, and quick oats. You can mix in a little bit of coconut to give it some sweetness as well. Those are pretty easy, and the kids enjoy tossing them out on some wax paper, letting them cool, and enjoying them later.
Thank you for inviting us to be a part of this production. We hope that you have gained something from the research that we've presented today. Again, I'm Dr. Ben Whitted.
And I'm Jaymead Morehead from Fountain Valley Dental.
Thank you for spending time with Welcome Molalla. We hope you enjoyed this episode and that you will come back for more and share with your friends.